All right, guys, today I'm going to show you how I set the beard without using heat. What I mean by setting the beard is finding the position that you want your beard to be in and locking it into place. Now, we oftentimes do this with heat, but you don't always have to. There's a benefit to not using heat. Heat will allow you to relax the beard hairs, elongate them, run a comb a little more easily through it, and give you that coiffed appearance, so to speak. But that's not always advantageous, and I do believe it's good every once in a while to give your beard a break, your hair a break from the heat. Now, this is my morning beard. It doesn't look too bad, but I don't want to walk around like this. I haven't done anything with it this morning. And so I'm going to jump in the shower real quick. I'm going to condition it. I'm going to get out, I'm going to dry it, and we're going to proceed with this. And what this will allow you to do, if you do it the way I show you here, is you're going to be able to have a denser looking beard, and it will hold pretty much for the rest of the day. All right, so make sure you stay tuned. All right, so now I'm back out of the shower. I conditioned the beard, and I don't go to great efforts to dry that beard. I just kind of more or less dab it, maybe wipe it up and down once or twice, and that's it. And then what I'll do is I'll add some beard oil. Today I'm going to use Bay Area Beard Company's Floridablanca beard oil. I'll leave a link down below, save you, I think 15-20% off everything there. Really great stuff. I love their products. But anyway, I always shake these things up before I do it. I empty out the dropper, put it back in. With the size of my beard, I just use the whole thing. Anyway, so here we go. I'm going to run it through my damp beard. This is more or less, I think they're bay rum scented beard oil, but it's a lot better than some of the other ones I've used. This is a terrific beard oil. Your beard wash is pretty good too. So anyway, I'm going to run this through here. And do you know how when you're doing something like this, all of you get, by the way, this video is not going to apply to everyone. This is only going to apply to guys who have a beard long enough to be able to blow dry in style. So if you have a shorter beard, it's not going to be your thing, but you might want to watch this anyway. You might have these aspirations. But you know how you do this in the morning, you start running oil through the beard to prep it. And then you pull out your comb, and you're combing through it. This is a very wide tooth comb. This is from Mad Viking, by the way. But I also have another one. Put links for all these down below. Another wide tooth one. These are detangler combs. I really like them a lot. But you do all this, and you're looking at it, and you're saying to yourself, you know, I kind of like the way that looks before I even apply blow dry, before I apply heat. And sometimes you just can't get that look back. Sometimes I end up doing more to my beard than I want to. So I have found out what to do. Let me go back and use this one. I have found out what to do is if you can get your beard into the shape that you want it while you're doing this right here, then you can lock it in by using cold air rather than warm air, okay? So I'm just gonna use the finer tooth comb on the other end of this. And the reason why I don't always want to use heat is because it's just good to give your beard a break. But also, I don't know if I want my beard at its maximum length every day. See, I wear collars. The shirts I wear for work, most of them have collars, and the collars really get in the way. And so this is, this is a way of keeping it just a little bit shorter while at the same time making it dense. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my blow dryer, and I'm going to keep it on cool. I'm not going to use any heat. And then there's also a cool shot button. I don't know if it makes it any cooler than on the cool setting, but I'm going to use the cool shot button anyway. Now this is something that most beardsmen who style their beards are familiar with. Even if you use heat and style it and really make it look beautiful, most of these guys are still going to use the cool shot button to lock in that style, to lock in the hair. But, you know, we're going to skip the whole heat process here. All right. I just don't want it every day. And sometimes I get a better look by doing it this way. Now, you don't want to use a comb when you're going to use the blow dryer. What you're going to want to use is either your hands to pat the beard down, I'll show you in a second, or a boar bristle brush, okay? A boar bristle brush. So let me show you how I do it. I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to keep it on cool and on low, all right? I'm going to point the blow dryer in the direction that I want the hair to go. So see, I'm patting it down. If you wonder why I won't be able to get the hair to lay down the way I want to, just use your hand like this. Now I will say it does take a little bit longer to dry your hair with cool air than it does with warm. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use the boar bristle brush and I'm just going to lightly, I'm not going to apply hardly any pressure at all, and just kind of stroke down the top part of the beard to give it some uniformity all the way around. All right, now you do use a concentrator on this, okay? I found out that pointing it sideways like this rather than vertical is better. It just makes it easier to hold the blow dryer. So here's what I do. Very, very lightly. If I apply too much pressure, I'm going to change the shape of the beard. That's why I say very lightly. And you'll notice I'm not moving the blow dryer with it because I don't want the hair to move that much. I just need the cool air to cascade down the beard. Also, if you want to blow some air up underneath the beard, hold the blow dryer almost down at waist level, because if you hold any closer, you're going to end up moving the hair around too much underneath, and you don't want that. So hold it, if you're going to do it, hold it down at almost waist level. But I don't do that for long. And bring it back up here. Pat it down. So the thing is, guys, if you don't use a blow dryer or anything like that, you're gonna have, if you just let it dry naturally, the thing you're gonna have a problem with is it being frizzy. Your hair is gonna be frizzy and it's gonna just do whatever it wants to do. I know that my beard does. If I have my beard going all sorts of different ways on the days I don't use a blow dryer at all. The good thing about using cool air and the cool shot button is it does It does lock the hair into place. It actually makes the hair a little bit shinier, believe it or not, because of the way, I don't know the terminology, I don't know the science well enough to know. I just know from experience doing this well enough. It does give a little bit better appearance than using heat alone. That's why guys who do use heat oftentimes use the cool shot button at the end. So you want to make sure you're using that cool shot button. It does help lay down the hair a little bit better. And look, I don't fade in my sideburns, and my sideburns are laying down. They're not poofing out a lot. So it's really important to do that. Also, do not run a comb through your beard while you're doing this, and don't run a comb through it for a little while after you're done doing what you're doing here with the blow dryer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna let this go. I'm not gonna do anything more to it for about 15 to 30 minutes. I'm just gonna let it sit and just do its thing. Now the beard will expand just a little bit, but not much, but it will still maintain its integrity. It'll still keep its shape intact. All right, so what this has allowed me to do is have a little more of a dense beard. If I was to use a blow dryer, my beard would be just a little bit longer, but it would also be a little more thinned out. So by just using cool air and not running a brush through it while I run air through it, I'm able to keep the beard more dense and lay it down and lock it into place. That's how I set a beard with cool air rather than heat. All right, so that's the important thing to do. I guess if you live in a very cold part of the United States, you could just like do this without any blow dryer and walk outside during the wintertime, and maybe it would do the same thing. I don't know. Maybe you guys know. Maybe you've done it. But for me, living in Florida, I don't have that luxury. So I actually have to use manufactured air to make this happen. So anyway, I really like the way this looks. I'm due for some kind of a beard trim here soon. Not much, probably. But anyway, I'll have an even cleaner appearance later on. But I'm gonna let this sit for a while, and then later on, after 15 to 30 minutes, then I can run a comb through it. I don't have to worry about it for the rest of the day. And at that point, then I will apply beard balm. This is the Floridablanca beard balm from Bay Area Beard Company. Okay, great stuff. Check them out. But anyway, I hope that's helped. This is going to give you an alternative to using heat in your beards. I know some of you guys have an aversion to that. I totally get it. And I just don't think that you want to, I personally don't think you want to use heat every day. But by doing it this way, you're going to get a little bit of a different look, and I think you'll enjoy it. Leave your comments down below. Any of the questions that you might have, I would love to answer them and perhaps make a standalone video just addressing those. So please respond. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Like the video because it helps me, believe it or not, it helps me. And I would be ever so grateful. Consider donating to the channel or hit the super thanks button. There's a link down below, or there's a super thanks button somewhere on either one of these ends if you look down below. But you don't have to. Anyway, guys, I hope you've gotten something out of it. I'll catch you in the next one. Have a great day.